All right. Scott, thanks for letting me go first here, break the ice. The first thing I got written down is just, wow. After playing lacrosse for so long, being a part of the sport as long as I have, right, just getting to this level, just such an honor. Honor to be with this class of inductees. Congrats to all of you guys. Everyone else, it's a great group of athletes, great group of people, excited to share this day with all of you. Thank you to the M Club and the committee for recognizing the value of my accomplishments, the achievements, everything that I committed to Marquette. Thank you for recognizing that and making me a part of this. Thank you to Coach Tom, Coach Smith, Coach Parentini, Coach Turry, Coach Craig. Those are the guys that taught me the game. They were my youth coaches. They taught me how to play the right game, play the right way, respect the game. Huge reason, or the huge part of why I'm here today. Thank you to my sister Erin, supported me the whole way growing up. Always about playing lacrosse together, whatever it was. She always was there for me, right? Thank you to Danielle Josetti. For those who don't know, Marquette lacrosse started in 2011, and Danielle Josetti was a huge reason why Marquette decided to take on lacrosse as a program, right? It was a new sport. They wanted to kind of expand their reach as a program, and she was a huge reason why lacrosse is at Marquette, and huge reason why it got to the level that it did. Kind of a funny story. The first time I ever came to visit, Danielle was showing me and my dad around. I know my dad will remember this story. We fly in pretty early. Coach Amplo he couldn't make it. He was still at home on Long Island. Danielle takes us to the Al McGuire Center. We're having a great time. And this is my only Division I offer. I got either Marquette or I'm going to a Division III school. And she's driving us around. I end up falling asleep in the back of the car. My dad gives me a hard elbow. He's like, wake up. Don't blow this, essentially. So thank you, Danielle. 1, for the support, and then 2, for not telling Coach Amplo that I fell asleep on my recruiting trip. To Marquette University, as coach or athletic director Bill Scholl was saying earlier, a school, an organization with such pride, a storied tradition, so much history at this university. It was an honor to be a part of this school and to say that I'm a Marquette alumni, right? Being a part of the M Club is super humbling. I'm super proud of this. Getting to say that I'm a Marquette alumni, right? You look around, we're a super tight-knit group. Everybody, I got guys flying in from all over the place, all over the country, Canada, because being a Marquette alumni, being a Marquette athlete means so much to so many people. To Coach Amplo and Mrs. Amplo, to Long Island people that grew up their entire lives living on Long Island, never leaving. I'm also a Long Island guy, and for those who don't know, it's a very insulated community. Most of the people either go from Long Island to Manhattan and back to Long Island. So when I was talking to Coach Amplo during my recruiting trips and talks, we would meet at a diner. That's the most Long Island thing I think there is, getting burgers and milkshakes, talking about coming out to the Midwest. And he wrote me a note. He couldn't be here today. He's got a coach, but he was I remember meeting in that diner, sitting down with you. We were both nervous as hell. We're gonna go out to Milwaukee, go out to the Midwest. Neither of us know anything about that. Do you want to take this chance with me? And I was like, absolutely, I do. So shout out to Coach Amplo, one of the greatest role models in my life. And then shout out to Mrs. Amplo, like I was saying earlier. If she was not fully on board all about coming out to the Midwest, Marquette lacrosse never would have happened. There's other programs that have tried to start lacrosse, or they add lacrosse into their athletic program. It doesn't take off the way that we did. And Coach Ample's 100% the reason why we were so successful as soon as we were. To my teammates, all those guys over there, as I mentioned earlier, guys flying in. I got guys from Calgary, Chicago, Denver, guys living out here, aunts, uncles, cousins flying in, mom, dad, obviously. Playing team sports, right? It's like sharing the experiences with your teammates is what makes things so memorable. And having guys like that, so one guy that I want to shout out, Andrew Smith's dad, first ever captain in Marquette lacrosse history, right? Like when you come to college, like you're a freshman, you're still young, you're figuring things out, and you think you're going to come in, you're going to play right away, you're a great athlete in high school, but that's never really the way it ever goes, right? And this guy, Andrew Smith's dad, he was a bit older than me, kind of had things a little bit more figured out. One of the best leaders, though, in the way that he knew what it took to win, things that we were doing, or how to shape things the right way, at least, so that we would be successful. So although he was only there for 3 years, he had such a lasting impact on me that I tried to relate his message to every player that came through after me, or after him at least. So shout out to Andrew Smith's dad. And then thank you to my mom and dad. So my mom was a New York City police officer, so you gotta be pretty tough to do that, right? And I think, or I know for sure, like all of my grittiness and blue collar work ethic, it comes from her. She was a good athlete, but the way that she handled herself and that she told me the way to play the game is still how I do today, right? Just go out there, try to be like the hardest working person of all time. You know what you have to do, essentially go out there and do it. So thank you, Mom, for that. And then to the person who's definitely had the biggest impact on me in my life, my dad. Someone who's just a natural leader who, when I was growing up, I didn't realize it at the time just because it was so easy for him. The way that he put other people first, right? And I think to be a good leader or a good role model to anyone else in life, you got to make sure everyone else is taken care of and they're having a good time before you take care of yourself. And that's something that I've learned, like, as I've gotten older and like now that I start to coach. But for him, it's something that he's done forever. And it came so easy for him. So following in his shoes, it's an honor. So thank you to everyone for being here today, for celebrating this day with me, with all of us. To Mom and Dad, I love you guys.